Hello, hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today, guys, we are going to talk about porous wood and how to be cautious. And in case you don't know and you're feeling sick, and I'm going to tell you my story and what happened to me, and hopefully I can help somebody else out there. So guys, for like a couple of years, I would say a little bit over 2 years, I was really sick. I had stuffy nose, headaches, trouble breathing. There would be times I feel like I couldn't breathe, I couldn't catch my breath, and I had extreme fatigue, and I didn't know what was causing it. On that note, that was not short-lived. This one, back and forth to the hospital countless times, them countlessly telling me nothing was wrong with me. It was anxiety. We love that, right? Don't you love when you go to the doctor and you can feel something inside going on, you're not okay, and they just shun you off with anxiety? Like, for all my people who have mental illness, you know what I'm talking about. You'll go to the ER and you'll feel like you're in a dire situation. Like, there's been times where I went to the ER because I really felt sick. Like, I really felt sick. And they would tell me, no, you're okay. You're fine. You can go home. And then turns out that I did have something. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's happened to me before. It's happened to me before with anemia. And just other things. I still believe I have undiagnosed things that I'm working on. Figuring it out, because I feel like I'm alone in it. I feel like every doctor that I go to, they're just so quick to just dismiss you. It's like, if what they look for doesn't check out, then it's like, you're fine, because what I thought it was, it's not. So you're fine. If you know what I'm talking about, comment down below. So let's get into the video, guys. So when did I buy this Vanity? Guys, I don't know, years ago. I also have Ikea dressers that I bought from Ikea, okay? And I had more dressers in here. There was 2 more dressers in here that I used as nightstands. I had to take them out. So, turns out my husband and my son, they both had caught COVID. And because at the time I was very weak, I couldn't go anywhere. I mean, I couldn't afford to get sick. My friend had let me stay at her house and was, gracious enough to let me stay at her house, which I was very grateful for at the time. And I stood with her a couple days, and I got to tell you guys, when I was in her house, like, I was moving around. I felt my energy coming back. Like, I was coming back to life. Like, it was the craziest thing. And I was looking at her and she looking at me, and I'm like, bro, it has to be something in my house. So I came back home, and as soon as I walked through the door, you guys, I can smell a foul odor of just like something in Spanish we say bombao, rotten. Something was rotten. And I remember coming in the house and coming in my room, and my nose just started hurting right away. The symptoms were just coming back right away. I'm talking within seconds of being in my house. It couldn't have been more than 2 minutes that I was in my house, and the symptoms were coming back. And I told my husband, it smells rotten in here. Something is rotting. And I started looking around. We started looking around, and something told me, I can't explain this. I still to this day believe it was Jesus, and I believe that he helped me through it. Because when I tell you that I was on my knees praying to him, I had the Bible on my chest, and it was just a very intimate moment with me and God. And I had prayed my heart out to him to please reveal to me what was keeping me sick, or that the doctors would help me. So I come in, and I remember coming in, and we're looking around, and I'm laying on the bed, and as I'm laying on the bed, I turn. And when I turn, the dresser used to be right next to my bed, because we used to use them as nightstands. And when I turned, my eyes start burning again. And that was something that used to happen to me too. My eyes would burn a lot. And my eyes start burning. And I'm like, what the heck? Why are my eyes burning? And I go and I smell the dresser. Something just, I don't know. Girl, who smells their dresser? I don't know. But all I know is the closer I got to the dresser, the more my eyes was burning. So I was like, I smelled it, and it smelled like pure chemical. It was like this chemically smell. And I was like, oh no, what is going on with that dresser? So I went and I started Googling stuff to no prevail. I couldn't find nothing. I'm like, I was Googling dresser smells like chemicals, dresser smells funny, So then I got up and I said, let me smell my Vanity. So I smell my Vanity, girl. And when I go smell my Vanity, same thing, chemical. But the Vanity was even worse. The Vanity, it almost knocked me unconscious. It was so powerful, the smell. It was 100% one of the causes that was making me sick was the Ikea furniture that I had. So I went online and I started doing some digging, and I'm like, Ikea furniture, I found a forum of people talking about Ikea furniture, people who have this sensitivity to VOCs, right? And people who have sensitivity to small amounts of formaldehyde. So what happens is, guys, in the factory, right, when they glue the stuff together, if you leave porous wood, I'm going to put a clip in here so you can see what porous wood is and what I'm talking about. Okay, let's see if this works, guys, so you guys can see behind it. So you see that porous wood that's behind there? Here we go. We got a good shot right there. You see that porous? All that wood is porous. That brown, the brown part of the wood, that's the wood that lets off fumes. When you leave porous wood exposed, right, and your furniture is in a hot temperature, it has to be in a cool and cold environment, and still it can let off formaldehyde. But the glue that they use, that's what happens. It heats up, and that glue comes out the pores of the wood. If the wood is porous, and that goes into your air that you breathe. It's a lot deeper. If you want to go deeper, just look up VOCs, sensitivity to VOCs, formaldehyde, sensitivity to formaldehyde. I also stopped buying clothes from Sheen. I'm going to explain to you why. So after that happened, I'm like, okay, it's my Vanity. Next thing you know, before we did the Vanity, I went online and I found good recommendation for this. This is Safe Coat. Safe Seal. And this stuff, I'm going to link it in my description, guys. I bought bottles of this. And I used this liquid. And what I did was I coated all the porous wood on my Vanity, on my nightstands, on my dressers. I had to take all the furniture apart. And I had to coat all that porous wood with this stuff. And this stuff actually worked. It worked, and I got to keep my furniture. And it stopped releasing formaldehyde. At least it stopped releasing it to the level where it was making me ill. Now it's at a decent level, and I know because I keep an air monitor, which we'll get into later. So this is a lot, guys. It's a lot. Bear with me. My mind goes, comes back. I'm all over the place. So I also found out, something told me to look in the AC. I looked in the AC. In the back of the AC, I see black mold. The outside of my AC looked brand new. You would never know because I cleaned my AC. The back inside the vent of the AC had black mold. That was the rotten smell that I was smelling. Turns out we go investigate all the ACs in the house. We got 3 rooms, 3 ACs in the house. All of them are rotten. Had to get rid of all the ACs. Had to buy all new ACs. So, that was fun, right? We were broke as heck, yo. This was so crazy to me. Because to believe that all the doctors I saw, and none of them saw this. This was something that, you guys, I was just so happy to be finding what was keeping me sick all this time. So we ended up getting rid of the ACs. We got new ACs. I have these plants that my mother had in her window when she passed away. And I took the plants because it was, you know, my mom's and I wanted to take care of it. I don't know nothing about plants. These plants, we bought new pots for them. So I put one in the room. I was going to put one in each room. We leave the room. We come back in the room. The room smells rotten again. We're like, yo, we got rid of the AC. What's going on? The plant, turns out the plant had root rot and it had mold inside the plant. So on top of mold in the AC, on top of mold in the plant, and this wasn't no little plant, this was a huge plant, you guys. It took up the whole window, okay? These things were in my home causing me to be ill. And I, you guys, you know what it is to be sick for years, guys? At least two years, 2+ years, be sick in your home, crying, going to doctor visits, suffering, and thinking that you're gonna die, thinking that this is the end. Like you don't know what or who to turn to, and to find out that it was these things, like it was all in your control the whole time. Girl, it was a lot. It was a lot. We got rid of the plants. I like to report that there is no more rotting smell coming from my house, which is terrific. We ended up getting an air monitor, and let me go get that now. Hold on. The monitor, let me turn it on. I don't know if you can see it because of the light, but there's the monitor. It gives you a reading, a full reading of the air quality. And so I had this monitor on, and when I had this monitor on, I was wearing, I had just taken a shower and I was wearing a Sheen nightie. Well, I went to go put on a Sheen nightie, and I took the Sheen nightie and I, like, you know, just picked it up, and it swung near where the air monitor was, and the air monitor started ringing and it went off and said quality poor. And when I looked at it, it said it had traces of formaldehyde. Okay. So after that, you guys, I just started swinging all my, or putting all my Sheen nighties next to it, and it was ringing. I started feeling the material of Sheen clothing, like really paying attention to it. You know what I mean? Because we buy stuff and sometimes we don't, you know, we just look at the prices. We're not really paying attention to what we're buying and what we're putting on our bodies, right? I know I wasn't. I can speak for myself. And I was just looking at the prices, and the outfit looked good on me, and so I'm gonna get it. But no, girl, it was coming up on my reader as traces of formaldehyde were on some clothing. So I just said, you know what? I'm not a specialist. I am not a professional in checking clothing for traces of formaldehyde, but what I do know is that when I would put those clothing on, whenever I wore those clothing, my skin would feel weird. Like I would get like a little irritation, or the material does feel a little scratchy. Like I do have sensitive skin, so for me it was just a no-go. I just made the decision to no longer purchase clothing from Sheen. And so I still haven't, and I refuse to. Along with makeup, I refuse to keep over consuming makeup and just leaving it there to rot and just letting it rot up in my room. And that can't be healthy either. That can't be healthy. Let's be real, that can't be healthy. So I decided I got rid of a lot of makeup. I had to throw out a lot of makeup because it was rotten. It was rotten. You could see mold on top of some of it, like with a microscope. You can see mold on there. You can't see it to the naked eye. But if you get a microscope and you look at your eyeshadow palettes that are expired, there's mold on there, and you putting that on your eye. I'm good. I'm good. I don't know, for those of y'all who remember when I had a chalazion and how long it took me to get rid of that chalazion and what I went through. I'm not trying to backslide. So I just want to keep good stuff on my face. The only thing I did keep was my Alice in Wonderland palettes. And let me show you guys what I did to them. And I put them in saran wrap. You see that? Sealed them in saran wrap. And these were the only two, Alice Through the Looking Glass and Alice in Wonderland. These were the only two that I kept. I got rid of everything else that was, anything that was expired, got rid of it. And now I'm trying to utilize all my makeup. So we look forward to a Shop My Stash video, because we'll probably be doing that soon. It would be cool too if I could go live with you guys on YouTube. So we'll probably set a date to go live and we could shop my stash together. That'll be cool. So yeah, guys, that was pretty much it. I think I covered everything. Yeah, the ACs, the plant, the furniture. So if you have wood, any wood that's porous, it's not good, guys. It's not good. It's not good for your health. If you're a sensitive person like me and you've been suffering, and let me just give you some of the symptoms that I was getting. I was getting hard to breathe, trouble breathing. What else was I getting? Headaches, headaches from my nose, pain in my nose, a lot of pain in my nose, headaches right here in my forehead. I still get headaches. Like right now I have a headache like right here. I just took some Tylenol. There's some things that I have because I have underlying health conditions, but there were things that were happening that I don't normally go through, and those were some of the things. Another thing was I was noticing like my health was seriously declining, you guys. I was using a cane to walk around. Like I was so depleted. Another thing, I was just sleeping a lot, way more than normal. So what else? What else? I was anemic. I became anemic. I'm no longer anemic. You know what I'm saying? So you just pay attention. Pay attention to what you consume. Pay attention to what you buy. Pay attention to what's around you, because sometimes it's not always just a natural sickness. Sometimes we're making ourselves sick by the stuff that we have in our house. So I wasn't cautious. I wasn't conscious of that, and you know, I had to learn the hard way. But I'm happy that I found out what it was before it was too late. Before my health like really took a turn for the worse. So yeah, right now I am chilling, or am I? To be or not to be? No, I'm kidding. So I will be sure to link this in the description down below. I will also link the air reader in the description down below. I'll put it on my Amazon storefront. I do make a small commission if you purchase the air reader. I just want to, you know, put that out as a disclaimer. Some people, you know, like to know ahead of time. So I'm going to put that out there. Thank you guys for joining me today. I will see you guys in my next video. I really hope this helps somebody out there. Okay, bye.